So here today to talk about our new range of PCR recycled containers and things. Would you like to sort of tell us a little bit about them really, what we've got, what the range and...
Yeah, of course, Susie. We've got a great range of new recycled plastic buckets. Quite a good range of sizes actually. So starting at the top, we've got a 3, a 5, a 10 litre of course, 12.5, and this is the 16 litre. PCR is, it's got different names actually. We call it post-consumer recyclate, also known as post-consumer waste, also known as post-consumer resins. So basically all of these different names are the same thing. They are plastic that's gone through the system, been laundered and been recycled. And what we do with that is we put it and we mix it in with our virgin materials to form these types of containers. 100% PCR is possible actually. However, we don't do that, and the reason we don't do that is because these products, I'll take the 5 actually, they're quite technical. So if you imagine a 5 kilo bucket, it may be holding 8 kilos for example. The detail of the system of the rim here and the airtight seal is quite delicate, and they could be taking a lot of weight. So you imagine you've got 3 or 4 of these, that's 50 kilos. So the reason we use virgin polymer is we mix it in with the PCR, and the reason we do that is for the integrity of the product, to give it the strength it needs so it won't collapse. So basically this container here will perform as good as a virgin container under those stresses. The only thing I would say at this point is the lids, we have to use virgin for that to get the seal on the rim here.
So making sure it's fit for purpose is
absolutely
as important.
Making sure it's fit for purpose. And I would also add, these containers, apart from the PCR side of it, they are manufactured at what we would call the optimal weight. So they're not too heavy and they're not too light. They're fit for the purpose, as you quite rightly said.
In terms of food grade plastic and recycled, how does that fit in with the buckets?
So on the plastic buckets that we are offering today, food grade is not an option. So with PCR, because there's no traceability of that plastic, because it's come from everywhere, we can't offer them in a food grade. So really for paints, coatings, industrial usage, and physical products like nails, screws, this type of thing, no problem.
What about printing options? Talking about industrial uses and things like that. Is it possible to still do the same sort of thing?
No problem for printing. Really, the rules are the same. So most of our containers now are in mould label, so a label will go over the front. We do like to standardise actually, if we can, on this grey colour. So it's sort of an industry standard now, and it covers up any anomalies of different colours from the recyclate that we've been using. But full IML's no problem whatsoever.
Okay.
UK has a packaging tax. It's if you're not using 30% recyclate, then there is going to be a tax. It's about 7.5% average. I've worked it out to be. It's quite a lot actually. Now these containers, we're looking a little bit further ahead. These are 70% recycled.
It's well ahead of that standard.
So we're well ahead. I imagine it will be 50 next year, but these are well ahead. So 70% is our standard for the plastic buckets. So plastic bottles we do is a little bit different. So these bottles, we've got a limited range, I would say, at the moment. So this is our 5 litre. We also offer a 500 ml cylindrical, which is very popular, and also a 1 litre cylindrical. But these have got a different process actually. So whereas this is a pure substance of recycle it. These ones are a different process. So this is what we call a multi-layer container. So the middle layer, in the middle, you can't see it because obviously it's probably a millimetre, is actually PCR. So what we've had to do with this one, because most of our customers want to see a white bottle or a clear bottle. So we've opted for white as our standard. And the reason we've done that is obviously the finish is good. It's a 30% layer basically in the middle of this bottle, which is PCR. But the inside and the outside, because this is a blow molded product, is virgin material. So what that means, Susie, for our customers is they can use this for food. So there's a migration certificate and all the rest of it for 500, 1 litre and this 5 litre bottle. So it's quite an attractive pack, and it's the optimum weight, of course, which is what we want to do. So yeah, it's very interesting pack this is. And all of these products at the end of the process you can recycle again.